In the rapidly evolving OTT landscape of India, the strategic doctrine of content is king has become almost sacrosanct. Platforms are channeling significant portions of their capital expenditure into the production of exclusive originals and acquisition of high-value licensed content, crafting intuitive, visually polished user interfaces, and launching aggressive performance-driven advertising campaigns to drive app installs. At a glance, this seems like a robust strategy, but it rests on a dangerous assumption that premium content and a seamless UI are sufficient to guarantee viewer satisfaction. This assumption collapses the moment a user presses play, because what happens next, whether the video plays instantly, buffers, or crashes, depends not on content quality, nor UI design, nor marketing budget. It depends on infrastructure, specifically the efficiency of your content delivery system. Studies consistently show that rebuffering for more than 2 seconds increases viewer abandonment rates by over 40%. Conviva 2023. In India, where mobile data quality varies drastically by geography, this bottleneck becomes even more pronounced. When delivery breaks, it breaks the entire chain of value creation. You lose the value of content acquisition, users never finish watching it, the value of user acquisition, users uninstall after bad experience, and the potential of monetization, ad views and T-commerce interactions are lost midstream. In effect, you're burning budget at the top of the funnel, only to leak value at the bottom. In the architectural metaphor of OTT infrastructure, the analogy is tempting but often misunderstood. Content is the interior design, the stories, visuals, and emotions that capture user attention. The application is the glass facade, sleek, modern, built for interaction and aesthetic. But content delivery infrastructure? It is the foundation buried deep beneath the surface, often invisible, until it fails. Just as no amount of luxury furniture can save a building with a cracked foundation, no blockbuster content or beautifully designed app can compensate for poor delivery performance. Yet ironically, most OTT investments prioritize form over foundation. While viewers interact with the app and content, the real user experience is mediated by the invisible, how quickly and reliably those assets reach their screens. And here lies the critical technical and strategic truth. OTT platforms do not distribute content directly. They rely on a multi-tiered network infrastructure comprised of content delivery networks, CDNs, for caching and edge acceleration, backbone internet infrastructure, the nationwide pipes of data transit, last-mile delivery systems, the most fragile and variable link from ISP to end device. In a country like India, marked by geographic, socioeconomic, and infrastructural heterogeneity, this becomes a survival issue, not an optimization challenge. A user in Mumbai on fiber broadband and a user in rural Uttar Pradesh on a 3G dongle experience the same app, but not the same performance. And the weakest link in the delivery chain defines the entire perception of platform quality. Thus, content delivery is not a back-end technical concern, it is a front-end determinant of brand trust, user satisfaction, and ultimately, business viability. In short, when delivery fails, everything else becomes irrelevant. At first glance, multicast adaptive bitrate, mABR, may appear to be a purely technical enhancement, an optimization buried somewhere in the engineering pipeline. It is often misunderstood as a nice-to-have for improving stream efficiency or reducing CDN load. But this perception dramatically understates its strategic value. In reality, mABR represents a structural shift in how OTT platforms operate, scale, and optimize capital deployment. It is not merely a technology upgrade, it is an operating model transformation. Traditional unicast delivery sends individual video streams to each viewer, even if they're watching the same content on the same network. mABR converts this into a multicast stream within the ISP or local operator's network, dramatically reducing duplicated traffic. Result: CDN and backbone loads drop by up to 90%, freeing up capacity and improving QoS at scale. By enabling stream reuse within the local network, mABR essentially builds a micro CDN inside the operator infrastructure. This allows content to be distributed once and consumed many times without burdening the external internet. This is particularly effective during mass live events, e.g., sports, where concurrency spikes. CDN costs are typically volume-based and unpredictable, especially during peak loads. With mABR, OTT providers stabilize delivery costs and gain better control over OPEX. OTT platforms can shift budget from delivery infrastructure to content production and acquisition. Where traditional adaptive streaming struggles with network fluctuation, mABR shines. Because it decouples the stream from the volatility of the open internet, it ensures consistently smooth playback, even in low bandwidth areas. This is critical in markets like India, where last mile quality varies significantly by geography. The ultimate purpose of infrastructure is not technical, it's experiential. Viewers don't notice bandwidth savings, but they do notice seamless playback. Smooth streaming reduces bounce rates, increases session time, and supports monetization strategies like T-commerce and in-stream ads. Most OTT platforms treat delivery as a sunk cost, an unavoidable utility bill. mABR reframes delivery as a controllable, optimizable driver of ROI. Reduce OPEX, save 30-50% monthly on streaming infrastructure, improve content ROI, let premium content actually reach viewers in high quality, boost LTV, retain users with consistency, not just content. In competitive, price-sensitive markets, the efficiency of your delivery stack can spell the difference between growth and stagnation. The question facing most OTT platforms today is no longer whether to invest, but how to invest smarter. As operating costs climb and market dynamics shift, the traditional grow-at-all-cost playbook is being challenged by a new imperative: sustainable efficiency. Streaming infrastructure now accounts for 50-60% of the total operating expenditure of many OTT providers. This isn't just bandwidth, it includes CDN costs, edge delivery, failover redundancies, and traffic spikes during peak events. Ironically, this is the cost layer most platforms understand the least. Unlike content budgets or marketing ROI, streaming OPEX often lacks visibility. Platforms burn millions just to keep playback stable, without knowing if those costs scale efficiently with growth. India presents a particularly acute case. The market is booming in users, but brutal in margins. The combination of rising advertising costs, with CPI, CPA, and CPM soaring across categories, high churn rates, especially outside Tier 1 cities, and low ARPU, average revenue per user, due to fragmented monetization, creates a paradox. OTT platforms must grow fast, while spending less per user. This is where multicast ABR, mABR, enters not just as a technical feature, but as a lever for strategic cost transformation. By shifting OTT delivery from unicast-heavy infrastructure to multicast-aware architectures, mABR enables a reallocation of capital from infrastructure OPEX to growth levers like content creation, audience expansion, or T-commerce integration, from reactive firefighting to predictive planning based on delivery analytics. Cost redistribution for growth. With 30-50% infrastructure savings, platforms gain new financial headroom to reinvest in high ROI areas without needing new capital. Churn reduction via seamless experience. Viewers don't leave because of bad UI. They leave because the video stops playing. mABR boosts retention in high churn zones, Tier 2-3 cities, low bandwidth regions, where conventional streaming often fails. Performance visibility. Better decisions. With mABR's telemetry, teams can monitor, benchmark, and improve delivery KPIs, giving data-driven insight into what truly drives experience and cost. In the conventional mindset, content belongs to creatives, apps belong to product and delivery infrastructure. That's for the tech team to figure out. But in 2025 and beyond, this siloed thinking is not just outdated, it's dangerous. Ask any OTT tech leader and you'll hear this question sooner or later. Do we really need mABR? But this isn't a question of feature adoption. It's a question of strategy. The right question, the executive level question is, have we truly mastered user experience and delivery cost at scale? Because what's at stake is not just performance metrics. It's brand loyalty, profit margins, operational resilience. In the post-growth era of OTT, especially in complex, high-volume markets like India, the winners will not be those with the flashiest UI or the most viral content. They will be the ones who embed delivery metrics into strategic dashboards. Bitrate, rebuffering ratio, startup delay, and packet loss are now boardroom indicators. Forge proactive alliances with ISPs, local CDNs, and last-mile networks, because smooth delivery is increasingly dependent on localized collaboration. Integrate mABR, edge caching, and delivery analytics into system architecture, not as bolt-ons, but as first-class citizens. This shift reframes OTT delivery as a business function, not just a technical layer. In many ways, streaming delivery today is where cybersecurity was a decade ago, a technical concern that is quietly becoming existential. Much like how security breaches move from IT rooms to front-page headlines, poor delivery experiences are now driving churn spikes during high-demand events, cost explosions when delivery isn't optimized, and negative brand equity when streaming fails in public view. Platforms that treat delivery as a core strategic pillar not a backend cost center, are building competitive moats others can't replicate. Streaming success isn't just what you build, it's how you deliver what you've built under real-world constraints at global scale. OTT Systems, Futures Journal 2025. You may own the most compelling content. You may have an award-winning UI. You may even run marketing campaigns that convert at record-breaking rates. But if your delivery pipeline breaks down, everything collapses in seconds. In the world of OTT, where attention is fleeting and loyalty is fragile, delivery isn't just an operational concern, it is a strategic foundation. No matter how impressive your front end is, a lag spike during playback can erase months of investment in mere seconds. Every second of buffering is a step closer to user churn. Every seamless stream is a step toward user retention and revenue growth. So, the real question is no longer about how beautiful your app looks or how viral your trailer goes. It's about whether your architecture can support your ambition. A modern OTT strategy is no longer just about what you deliver, but how you deliver it. Is your platform built on a resilient foundation? Let's find out together. Book your free 15-minute infrastructure consultation today. We'll help you assess your delivery architecture, identify bottlenecks, and recommend optimizations that secure long-term scalability. Start with the core. Integrate mABR, edge caching, and intelligent streaming analytics into your OTT system and unlock operational clarity, cost efficiency, and user loyalty.